Hey guys, it's Joseph Urbanski. I wanted to do a video on bullying. Yes, bullying. It's a big problem. It's a big epidemic. You know, pretty much if you haven't been bullied, you know somebody who has. Maybe you're the person who's being bullied. Maybe you're the parent whose children are being bullied, and you know you've been talking to the school board and researching online and telling your kid how to stop the bullying. I would like to give you some information from an insider's perspective. As you guys may know, I was severely bullied as a kid, and that was one of the driving factors behind my pursuit of my dream of becoming a professional speaker. I want to go around and host assemblies to help other kids learn how to cope and hopefully stop the bullying from happening. But what we have to realize is the number one solution that is thrown in all bullied victims' face is what? You know what it is. Stand up for yourself. I mean, that is the number one thing that every bullied person hears, and it drives them crazy. Let me tell you why. A bullied kid stands up for themselves, and I know I stood up for myself maybe 100 times every day. 100 times every day, while the bullies and some of the more popular kids really never had to stand up for themselves at all. They were just accepted. So it's kind of misplaced direction, telling a kid who's bullying or being bullied to stand up for themselves. There is, however, a better solution. You cannot stop bullying by continuing the problem. Okay, you don't want to focus on the problem. Think about this. Think about a couple little kids in the back seat of your car. One kid is all hyper and happy, and he's just pestering the crap out of that other kid. Okay, he's pestering the crap out of the other kid. Poking, kicking, spitting, laughing, calling names, whatever it is. The other kid's complaining, Mom, 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 Dad, Dad, Dad. He won't leave me alone. He poked me, blah, 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 blah. If that kid who was being bullied, because that's what it is, if that kid says, stop bullying me, is that going to make the other kid stop bullying them? No, of course it's not. It's going to make it keep going, okay? That's what the problem is with this advice that everybody gives to all these bullied kids. Stand up for yourself. That doesn't really work. Because really, if you do that, you're being defensive. You're using you're using a type of aggression to stop it. And you can't stop aggression with aggression, not like that. You can't stop hate with any other type of hate. So let me offer you this advice. If you're being bullied, or if your child's being bullied, have them, instead of being victimized, instead of being upset, instead of crying, instead of feeling nervous and anxious and depressed and sad and embarrassed and shamed, instead of feeling all those things, have them take a deep breath, and here it comes, have them feel compassion. Show the bullies compassion, and that's what will stop it. You can't stop hate with more hate. You can only stop hate with love, okay? Some very smart people, some psychiatrists and psychologists, and the people way smarter than me, the greatest thinkers of our time, have come up with this field of study that they call the human needs psychology. They say that all human beings, you, me, everybody included, has a few basic needs that we try to meet on a deep, emotional and psychological level. And bullying is tied directly to one of those needs, and that is the need for significance, the need for relevance. So whenever someone is bullying another person, that's merely them trying to increase their level of significance. They're using bullying as their vehicle to meet that need. Okay, does that make sense? They're using bullying to feel more relevant. Now maybe they're taking relevance from the person that's bullying. Let's imagine they're kids. Maybe the kid is stealing significance from the kid themselves by bullying them, or maybe the group that's watching the bullying take place is feeding the bully significance. Okay, this is typically what happens, and that's why the bullied kid feels smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, because they're losing significance. They're feeling insignificant. So if the bully victim at that moment Well, instead of shrinking small, if they will grow large and show that bully love and give that bully some different type of significance, compassion, then it's way more likely that that bullying will stop instantly. And pretty soon, that bully and all the crowd that's watching the bullying happen will realize that, hey, we're not going to get that type of significance from this type of action. You have to address the culture, okay? You have a culture, especially in schools and in some jobs, where the bullying culture is so prevalent that that's the only way that a lot of people can get significance. If the sad truth is that if somebody is that low, is that empty of significance, that they're wanting to take someone else's significance by bullying them or by abusing them, let's call it what it is, it's abuse, then that person's very likely being abused or has been abused in the past. And that's just really sad. So maybe we should stop being angry at the bullies. Maybe we should show them maybe some empathy, show them some compassion, because they obviously have a giant hole inside of them where all of their significance is leaking out. So out of desperation, they are trying to gain significance from some other means, and typically immoral means. They're abusing other people. So that being said, don't stop bullying with aggressive defensiveness. Stop bullying with compassion. Just try it. And I don't mean snide, sarcastic compassion. I mean sincere compassion. Because that person who's bullying someone else probably needs that person's love. And a better way to get it is to have it given to you than to try to take it. Hope this helps somebody out there. Love you guys. Bye.